Well, it's a lovely spring morning and welcome back to the plot for this year. It's been over 6 months since we did a video, which is bad on me, but we've not really done a lot over the winter, and that's why we haven't really done any videos. Every time we wanted to get down here to do anything, it's either been too cold or it's been too wet, or on the nice days that we have had, I've got other stuff on. So we are way behind on all the prep for the plot this year. We're a little bit behind. We've got tomatoes and cucumbers back at home that we'll be putting in this week, and we've got some onion sets in, but apart from that and the potatoes, we haven't really done a lot yet. So we've just been prepping the plot. So over here we've got our potato pots, which we had in the polytunnel earlier on before we brought them out. So they're doing all right. And we did think with a cold winter that we were going to lose. I didn't get a chance to lift the dahlias, but as you can see, some of those dahlias are now popping back up, so they seem to have survived. This year we've been using some new mulch. We've been using some Aspley farm mulch, and this is this stuff here. It's like quite dry sort of stuff. It's a result of they take grass and various different grasses and stuff, and then they put it through like a bio type sort of fertilizer sort of mechanism where they sort of cook it and they get the gas off it, and then they use that for generating power. And this is basically the byproduct of that process. And they sell that as a mulch. And quite a lot of people on the plot here have had really good success with it. So we got a couple of bags of that this year. It smells quite ammonia-y, quite a strong smell of ammonia when you actually first put it on, but that's part of that's quite normal. That's part of the process, and it soon dissipates once you've put that on. But so today's tasks, we've still got plenty of prep to do before we start planting stuff. Most of the beds up here, all these beds up here, we've done and we've cleared, and we've got some onions growing up in that one up there. This is the strawberry bed. As you can see, it's just become completely overrun with weeds. So I think what we're going to have to do here is we're going to have to dig it over mostly. We might damage a few of the plants, the strawberry plants that are in there, but luckily we've got tons and tons of strawberry plants that sort of come off of runners and root themselves into this bark down here. So idea is that even if we damage some of the stuff getting all those weeds out, especially some of these big weeds here, and digging those out, we'll be able to transplant some of these strawberry plants that are sort of creeping out of the bed back in again. So that is the job for today. So I'll have a crack on with that, and then we'll have a look at that later when I've finished doing that. We have done quite a lot of weeding. I mean, we filled up one of these compost bins with weeds, although it is starting to go down already. Down the bottom of the plot, it's not too bad. It's not looking too bad. It's a few weeds in the pathway that we need to sort out. The fruit case though, total disaster at the moment. Lots of stuff growing in there, but lots of weeds growing in there as well. So we'll see how that goes. And especially down here, you can see it's just like covered in weeds, but we'll have to tackle that next week. We won't have time to do it today. We've got the other little polytunnel all prepped, and the rhubarb is looking lovely, so we might have to grab some of that for some rhubarb crumble or something. And down in this section in here, down in the little brassica cage, these are the brassicas that we put in the autumn, and they're all starting to come up, so hopefully we'll get some, I think they're mostly broccoli, a few stinging nettles in there that we need to deal with. And a few leftover carrots down here, which are big woody as you like, so they'll just go straight in the composter. But that is how it's all looking so far on the plot. So I'm going to crack on and tackle that strawberry bed. Got some leftover parsnips there that we didn't end up harvesting, so need to clear all those out as well. And the mint has gone absolutely crazy, and it's just taken over the whole bed, so that needs sorting out. But we have got our garlic over there, all doing well. And these beds here, we have been trying to keep on top of the weeding, but it just needs a bit of a weed out through there. So plenty of stuff to be doing. In the nest box, we do have the Over here in the nest box we do have the great tits back. I will see if I can grab some images off of that from the inside the nest box cam later on, and we'll see if we can see. I think there is about 4 or 5 chicks in there when I last looked, so I'll get some pictures of that and put them up on the video. But for now, it's time for me to crack on, sort out this strawberry bed, and see how it goes. So that's the before shot. Total weeds. You get a fork on that, dig all that out. Right, looking a bit hot and sweaty now, but I told you there was a strawberry bed in there. So we've cleared all that out. We managed to save quite a few of the strawberries actually. But what we're going to do now is I'm going to get some of that mulch and put it round all the strawberries that are there. I'm going to probably leave it a couple of days because, as I say, when that mulch comes out, it's got quite a high sort of ammonia content, which sits within a day or two. It's sort of like that sort of drifts off into the air and it's fine. But what I don't want to do is I don't want to put new plants in there from the bark, as it might scorch. We'll see how these plants that are in there get on with that mulch around them, and then we'll leave it a couple of days, and then once that's the mulch has all sort of calmed itself down a bit, we'll then plant some of these little ones that are down here in the bark, and we'll put those back into the bed. So next job, let's go and get that mulch on. Right, I think we can all agree that looks pretty special now. So that is the bed done for now. As I say, we'll let that settle for a day or two, and then we'll put some of the other strawberry plants in there. Now it's time to move on to the bottom bed now and weed out some of those beds. They're not too bad because I did keep a little bit on top of them during the winter break. But my advice with all these weedings is, sweating hot, is if you haven't got one of these, get one. They're normally called snakehead weeders because they're like a snakehead and they've got like a little prongy teeth on them. But they are just magic. I mean, they do, I think the official brand for these, they cost about 40 or 50 quid. I think I picked this one up off of Amazon. I'll try and remember to put a link in down below. It was only about 15, 20 quid. But these are brilliant because what you do is basically you can just get them in there like that, and then it just lifts out the whole weed, root and all. So they're really, really good. So you just sort of dig it in behind the weed and lift it up, and you get the whole thing out. They really are. And even on quite big ones like this, just get down in below it and pull it out, pulls out the whole lot and weed. So I'm going to carry on doing this bed and get some mulch on these beds. But my top tip for the day, these snakehead weeders, they are magic at what they do. So if you haven't got one, consider getting one. Make your life a lot easier. It's a beautiful day and I'm pretty hot and red now from working, but pleased to say we've now got all the beds mulched and weeded. So apart from the weed cage there, I think we are pretty much weed free. So next time round, we'll be getting on with getting some seeds in the ground and getting the greenhouse commissioned. I've got to bring all the tomato plants, all the cucumber plants and the peppers down into the greenhouse now and clear out the sort of conservatory in the house. So we'll be doing that. But for now, still got to sort out that mint that's going mental, but that's it from the plot today. As I say, we've got 2 massive great big composters full of stuff, so might have to wait for those to go down a little bit before we tackle that fruit cage, because they're pretty much there's a bunch of weeds in there that need to come out, but we shall tackle that next week and see how we get on. So until then, until we get down to some seed planting next week. That's all from me from the plot today. I'm going to get home, have a rest, have a drink, and I will see you again soon. Cheerio.